Good morning, everybody. Well, we haven't done a video in a while, so we wanted to do one for you this morning. Of course, this is Hispanic Heritage Week, and we had our announcement for our Hispanic Heritage this morning, and we want to celebrate that with everybody. But we did want to come on with a video and tell you about some other things that are coming up. The first thing I want to tell you is that we have 2 full weeks of school left. That's it, and in fact, at the end of that second full week, we start our final exams. We go next week, and we got a very busy week next week. We have the No C campaign thing going on Monday. We've got all of our 8th grade activities next week. We've got our 6th and 7th grade honors day. That's going to be on Tuesday at 8:15. We have track meets. We have just all kinds of things going on. 8th grade big break, all of our 8th grade dances, and 8th grade honors day next week. Big week next week. Getting ready for final exams and final projects. A lot of you probably have final projects instead of final exams. We are going to be doing EduSoft post-tests next week, so a big week next week. Getting ready for final exams. Going into the week of the 15th, we start final exams at the end of that week. And then we have early dismissal on the 22nd and the 23rd. Then you have your final exams on 22nd and 23rd, and then you're done. On the 24th is an early dismissal day, but only students who need to make up exams need to come on the 24th. If you've taken all of your exams and you've done everything you need to do, you've turned in everything you need to turn in, you do not need to come on the 24th of May. That is a makeup day only. A few announcements to remind you of. All library books are due back this Friday. Next week, the 8th through the 12th, is $1 fine week for library books that have been returned late. Now, this does not include payment for a book that is lost or damaged. The last day to take an AR test is next Wednesday. I want to remind everyone about the No C campaign list. The list is out there. Teachers, if you have any checks that I need to do, anybody who's not on the list that should be on the list, please let me know so I can double check that. Teachers, I'm going to ask that you please do a uniform check every period. Students, I want to be very, very clear to you that you must have a uniform shirt on every day. Now, a football team shirt, a track team shirt, basketball team shirt, beautiful girls shirt, youth legislature shirt, those are not uniform shirts. All of those shirts are okay on Fridays when we have Casual Friday, but none of those shirts act as a uniform shirt. You have to have either a navy blue or a light blue collared uniform polo style shirt or the class of 2017. Those are the only t-shirts that are allowed as uniform shirts. Teachers, please do a check every period. We talked about consistency at the beginning of this year and how important it was for us to be consistent in enforcing those rules. Well, we need to be consistent now. Check that every period. Make sure that we have full uniforms in every period. No student will be allowed into the classroom unless they are fully in uniform. So teachers, please make sure that that is the case in your classroom and on your hall. And if you need any help with that, please let me know. I want to remind cheerleaders, 2017-18 cheerleaders, please remind your parents of tomorrow's fitting in the gym, or actually that's today at 3 o'clock. A parent must be present so that your order may be submitted. So make sure your parents know that today you're going to have a fitting, and we announced that yesterday afternoon at announcements. Don't forget to get your school supply order forms in. And don't forget to get ready for all of your final exams. We're going to have a normal 2 weeks of school, 2 and a little bit because we have some half days there. Normal 2 weeks of school. Remember that if you get suspended or expelled at the end of the year, your punishment can carry over into the next year. In fact, we're recommending one student for expulsion right now for causing a campus disturbance, and his expulsion is going to go all the way to Christmas. He won't be back until January of his 8th grade year. So make sure that you don't fall into one of those traps. We're going to have normal school for these 2.5 weeks, and we're going to end the year on a positive note. Remember, every day we want you to come to school prepared to learn, read every day, obey the rules, take care of each other, and success will follow.